Hello students. In our previous video, we have discussed about the functions of central bank. Now, today in this video, we are going to talk about points of distinction between commercial bank and central bank. We have discussed about commercial bank, we have seen what does it mean by commercial bank and even about central bank. From those points, it is very easy to know the points of distinction between commercial bank and central bank. So these are all these functions of central bank. We have discussed in detail about the functions of central bank. From that, we can easily remember or remind what are the points of distinction between these two. So the first basis of distinction or the first point of distinction between these two banks is the status of these two banks. So what is the status of central bank? So central bank is the apex bank, highest bank in the system of the country, in the banking system of the country. Status of commercial banks. Commercial banks are the part of banking system. They are not highest or anything. Highest bank, apex bank is the central bank. Commercial banks are just a part of the banking system. So this is the first point of distinction between these two on the basis of status of these banks in the country. Second point of distinction is made on the basis of objectives. So objectives means the purpose or the aim for establishment of this bank. Central bank, the objective of central bank, the aim of central bank is to promote economic growth of the nation, to maintain price stability, to control inflation. Profit making is not the motive of central banks. On the contrary, what is the motive or what is the objective of commercial banks? So the main objective of commercial banks is to earn profit, to make money, and even these banks help for the economic development of the country by providing loans or capital to the needy people. So this is the second point on the basis of objectives or aim. Third point of distinction is dealing with the public. Which bank deals with the public? Which bank does not deal with the public? Central bank, it does not deal directly with the public. Commercial banks directly deal with the general public. So directly general public are involved with the commercial banks. They have the transactions with the commercial banks. In this case, in case of central bank, they do not have direct connection with the general public. They deal with other banks or government, but not with the general public. So this was the third point of distinction on the basis of dealing with public. Next point of distinction is on the basis of power of issuing notes. So which bank has power of issuing notes? Which bank does not have? Central bank has the power of issuing the notes. It is the sole authority. Monopoly. It has monopoly means only the central bank can issue the notes. No other bank or no other agency has authority to issue the notes. Commercial banks. Commercial banks have no authority or no power to issue the currency notes. Next point of distinction is on the basis of competition. So central bank compete with whom? So there is no competition between central bank and other commercial banks. It does not compete. It is the apex body, highest body in the banking system. It need not to compete or it does not have any competition with the commercial banks. With respect to commercial banks compete among themselves. So always amongst the commercial banks, there will be a competition. They provide n number of services to attract the customers. So there will be a competition between the commercial banks. Next point of distinction is on the basis of ownership. So central bank is owned by whom? Central bank is owned by the government. Commercial bank is owned, it is privately owned institution. These banks are privately owned institutions. Government does not own these banks. So this was the another point of distinction on the basis of ownership. Next point of distinction between these two banks is on the basis of relationship. So the relationship central bank has the power to exercise control over other banks. So it is highest bank, it is the apex bank. So it has a power to control all other banks, rate of interest, everything is controlled by central bank. Commercial banks are functioning at the same level. All the commercial banks come at the same level. No commercial bank has authority or power to control the other commercial bank. Central bank can control, but one commercial bank cannot control another commercial bank. Commercial bank cannot control other commercial bank except their subsidiaries. Only if another commercial bank is a subsidiary of one commercial bank, then only the commercial bank can control the other commercial bank. Otherwise, commercial banks cannot control or cannot have control over the functions of another commercial bank. Next point of distinction is government transactions. Central bank. So central bank, as we have discussed amongst the functions of the central bank, it acts as the advisor to the government. It acts as the agent of the government. It provides finance to the government. So obviously central bank carries on many transactions on behalf of the government. As acting as an agent, it has to carry on transactions for the government. It receives the payments, gives the payments on behalf of the government. So central bank acts as advisor to the government and also conducts the government transactions. Commercial banks are precluded, avoided from such functions. They cannot carry on any functions for or on behalf of the government. Next point of distinction is role of banking. Central bank. So what is the role of the central bank as a bank? So it acts as a bank to the government. Central bank is a banker to the government. On the other hand, commercial bank is a banker to the layman. That means for the general public, it acts as the banker. Next point is clearing house. Which bank acts as a clearing house? We have discussed in functions of central bank. Central bank acts as a national clearing house. For what? For clearing interbank claims. So if there are any interbank claims, bank claims, then central bank can act as the national clearing house. In case of commercial banks, they do not function as national clearing house. They cannot act as a national clearing house. Next, what is the responsibility of these two banks? So what is the responsibility of central bank? So central bank is responsible to control inflation rate, to maintain price stability, to maintain foreign exchange reserves, etc. All this, that is the responsibility of central bank. What is the responsibility of commercial banks? Commercial banks do not have such type of responsibility. Responsibilities of commercial bank are totally different from central bank. So these are the points of distinction between these two banks. It is very easy to remember this. If you remember the functions of central bank, you can easily write these points of distinction between these two banks. This is a question which is asked for 5 marks. If it is asked, it is not very important question. Rarely this question is asked. Thank you very much.